this. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. They're ready as their guys get up between the San Francisco 49ers and it's 29 and the Minnesota Vikings.
Kill these guys.
Prescott looks to throw on first, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold with a... That makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and into the end zone. Pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. It's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Siiigh, that's the interception. That means lock them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good. They jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Vikings nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hypocrite. Themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaken mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 7.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott now. He'll fire deep downfield for incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This is tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on a game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
1st down, Prescott. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this 1st quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
He was taken down at the 20.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans, but the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman, and their defense shut out the Vikings in the 2nd half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now Prescott on 4th down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response.
The lead to 21-7.
Vikings 7.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
8-yard pickup.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd down, Mostert.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And the 49er 1st down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Kaepernick's going to keep it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings 13-yard line.
This is Mostert. Down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll run with Mostert. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
Stopped short of the goal line.
It's Coleman here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. Second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys.
He doesn't know any better, help.
Decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 15. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And taken at the 46. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mostert.
2nd and 6.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 25.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They hand it off to Mostert. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and
On the handoff, this is Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him,
I still got a little bit of fight in the car, though.
He'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And there goes Kaepernick, dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And 7.
Opening man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Out to Mostert. Spins away. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a pickup of 4 and it'll bring up 2nd down. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
17-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He's got a man, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Final shot before half for Kaepernick. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. On 1st and 10, Prescott rolling to his right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 4-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to get this one down to Cook. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Siiigh, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. I think team moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Kaepernick now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the 49er first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Cameron Dantzler. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Once again, it's Mostert. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing his Kaepernick on third down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
So where will that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4 at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's third down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Niners 56, Vikings 17. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner,
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Targarius Moore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. It was the free safety, Jordan Poyer, that time there to make the play in coverage.
that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
The Niners on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
43-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. They're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Prescott on 1st down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can...
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. LaVisca Chenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A gain of 3, second down.
TJ Green on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Bailey now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Niners 66, Vikings 24. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Not totally home.
home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert.
He was in Wisconsin.
Into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
39-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.